I'm Bambi Francisco with this segment of Lessons for Entrepreneurs, and I'm speaking with Jia Shen. He's the CTO and co-founder of RockYou. Jia, thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
So for the entrepreneurs out there on Vader TV, give us 3 pieces of advice based on your experience as an entrepreneur.
The biggest thing for me is always be clear about what your goal is for this certain stage of your company, and based off of that, that's what you should actually go and figure out what your funding should look like. And so what that means is at stage 1, you want to basically say, oh, I think that this company is going to grow to this size, and these are kind of like the goals I'm going to go aim for, and that's why I'm going to go and figure out and get this type of money and kind of give up this type of equity. Second thing is, kind of like based off of the prior thing is, especially in the consumer space, technology and building consumer technology stuff is cheap. You should build it first, tune it very rapidly, and make sure that you actually feel like you've already gotten kind of the basic successful metrics off of it before you kind of go to the first stage of really trying to find money. Because what you do is you're going to commit yourself to an endeavor that if you didn't know and actually did your first experiments, then you're kind of going to go down a path that maybe you don't want to go to kind of in the long haul. Third thing is really just what I said, is like really be metrics oriented, at least for us. That's really what has actually been the key to our success. We look at numbers every single day. Consumer always has kind of like a fuzzier product side of things.
Okay.
But looking at numbers is really important. Like when you see a number say, hey, it's clearly like you're doing stronger in a specific demographic, maybe you should actually tune towards it. And you should also look at those numbers very rapidly. We tune. I'm using enough, like we say, we tune in a 5-minute interval, but that's really what we do. When we push something out, we see immediately and look at the statistics, and if they're good, we keep it. If they're bad, we roll it back.
What if you don't have enough resources to respond that quickly?
We kind of promote a really rapid development methodology. You should have the resources to do that, and what that means is don't go out and design a full-featured product with all the bells and whistles. Start with a very basic product that makes sure that your kind of basic theories are there. For instance, like users like fashion, and I believe that they're going to do it this one way. Build enough to actually test that out and see if that will grow. Most importantly, make sure you have the metrics and the ability to actually go and measure that first before putting in all the other bells and whistles.
Okay, so focus clearly, build a product, a prototype, and iterate quickly. Focus on metrics. And last one is, what was the last one you just said?
Well, the last one was like metrics. The first one was really about be clear about how big you think you're going to be, and based off of that, go get funding. Okay.
Any experience of like setbacks and failures that you want to share that made you really a better entrepreneur?
Setbacks. Main thing is don't be too conservative either. Like I definitely believe in certain stages of the company where we could have been a little bit more aggressive and actually hired some more people where we were waiting for kind of like some sort of success metric before we actually really brought on more people, and so we're kind of skidding it a little bit closer than I'd like.
It's a delicate balance. Well, you look like you're doing okay. Thank you for sharing.
Cool.
I've been speaking with Jia Shen. He's a CTO and co-founder of RockYou. I'm Bambi Francisco.